I have just got so lucky with this car park spot. I have pulled up to a train station where loads of people would park because they're traveling into the city for work, and it's like 1 p.m, so obviously it's gonna be busy. But I was driving down, I was like, crap, there's no spaces, you're gonna have to reverse all the way out here and then figure something out. But as I was like coming further and further down, someone like pulled out and went, and I went, that's what is mine, like it is mine. And now I have a car park spot, I don't have to worry about anything, I can intro this vlog and I can really just get going on my adventure. So today is Monday and we are starting off the week with a solo date. Well, a solo date afternoon. I have booked myself in for something super exciting. It's actually a pizza making class, and I decided to do it on a Monday because, first of all, publicly rebuilding. I'm building a business on my terms, right? I'm building a business that allows me to have freedom, that allows me to do this. And secondly, this is the only time they had available. They had 11:30 a.m. or 3 p.m. I thought 11:30 a.m. for a pizza wasn't really giving with like travel time. So yeah, that's at 3 p.m. It's in Canary Wharf, so obviously I will be bringing you guys along. I might film it for a reel though rather than for YouTube. I'm not a pro yet where I can do both. Yeah, I'm super excited. And then for the rest of this week we've got lots of actually exciting bits happening, and just yeah, obviously I'm going to take you through with me. But welcome back and welcome to episode 3 of Publicly Rebuilding. Imagine I have just had the biggest freak out because I thought I didn't bring my phone with me. I was like, great, so you've bought your camera but you don't have your phone, which would have meant I'd have to leave this car park spot, go home and get my phone, because that's how I'm getting on the train. That's how I'm going to be able to pay for things. That's just basically got everything on it. But thankfully it was under the bag, not in the bag. My water's also spilt a bit in my bag, so I'm really careful. I'm trying to be really careful about my laptop. I think the water bottle might have to stay here, but a girl is thirsty. My hair looks very big and fluffy. It's giving chaotic, but it's giving very Gazina. But anyway, it's time to get on that train, get to Canary Wharf, sit down in a coffee shop, romanticize, and then go pizza making. Officially back in the car. I'm so thirsty. I just walked the long way from the train station to the car park rather than coming straight down because I had to get some steps in. But I have a feeling my Apple Watch isn't updating. Oh, it has, so that was an extra like 1k. I'm on 11.7k and I've got to get to 13, but honestly I'm going to try and get to like 14k today, just because I did have a bit more of an indulgent meal. So I am still in a calorie deficit, I am still in a fat loss phase. I did just eat a pizza, but I've tracked it in, I've stayed mindful, and I get to do that. And actually, something that I spoke to my coach about, Lottie, is how I feel like life has been on pause this year because I really have been like in a deficit for so long. So I said, even though I understand, you should be able to hear me still, even though I understand, you know, you have to make compromises and sacrifices in fat loss, I also just want to be able to live my life, and being able to take myself out for a solo date on a Monday, go make pizza, was just what I craved. Because I woke up feeling a bit like meh, you know, like yeah, I spent the weekend alone but I didn't do anything creative or anything for me, and that was so nice. I was with 4 other people. I don't know if in any of the clips you're going to be able to hear like what the like older women were asking me, because our chef was basically saying, how did you hear about this? And like everyone went round and I was like, oh, I was just googling a solo date and I decided to come here. And the older women were like, a solo date, what's that? And I basically said, why wait for other people? Why not just take yourself out? And I just think they're amazed with, sure, the confidence, but like the ability to do it. And they're just like, oh yeah, like it's, you know, really hard to always have people to do things with. And what else did they say? That one of them was like, oh, so what do your parents have to say about it? I was just kind of there like, what do my parents have to say? Like, what's it to do with them? But I basically said, so long as I'm safe, they're happy, right? So long as I am safe and I'm not doing anything reckless or crazy, that's okay. But no, it was such an experience. It was so good. I highly recommend it. I'll leave all the details. 10 out of 10 review, amazing. I now basically have to get home, do my client messages, post on Instagram. Everything is basically ready. Post on Instagram, my YouTube is already scheduled, my captions are done, and go for a walk. And then for dinner, I'm going to see how I'm feeling. Honestly, that pizza has left me stuffed. I feel like when you're in calorie deficit, or when you're in fat loss, like your stomach does shrink. Not only in terms of like you get leaner and fuller a lot sooner. Me only eating half a pizza and being satisfied is like, whoa. Whereas previous me, like years ago, would eat to like finish the plate. Like I'd eat because there was still food there, and when I was growing up it was like, oh, I don't leave any food on the plate, right? It's wasteful. But they gave us like nibbly bits. When the plate came, I was like, I'll let the other people have it when they come. Then the mum comes, goes, oh no, it's a plate each. And I was like, oh man, I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, don't, like, I'm not going to eat that. So at the end I said, do you mind if I take that home? And that was absolutely fine. So with like the calorie deficit, I skipped out on like the starter or the nibbles. I didn't get a drink. I, beforehand, you would have seen, went to Pret, got a Coke Zero and I got a water. And then we made the pizza. I put a variety of different toppings on it, had half my pizza, then come back from Canary Wharf back to where I live. Now time to go home, continue with my evening, and then yeah, go for a walk and just digest, switch off, and I'm good to go. The other thing I also done, sorry, let me close this, is I went into Waterstones and I got a book. I finished reading Verity literally like that. I literally finished Verity in like 2 days. So I randomly went to clearly a good corner and I got this book. It was between this and another book, but this one is longer, and I feel like with how quickly I finished Verity, which is 322 pages, actually it's less than 322, I need something a bit longer. So this one is in the 400s. So I'll tell you how I get on. Hello. I'll tell you how I get on with this and if I think you should go get it. But yeah, that is me. I've really just got to go home. I also feel like the grease and stuff is on this camera. Like I feel like this camera already needs a clean. But I think that's all from me. I feel like I need a case for this camera as well, because it's just kind of like it lingers in my bag and I just don't think it's very safe. You know, I like to look after my property. It is now Thursday, but not Thursday of the week that you watched my solo day on. The following Thursday. Honestly, I just felt like last week I didn't really feel like picking up the camera. Like nothing big was happening. And I feel like I really needed time for self, just for me to just kind of sit in some feelings, go through my period, work on business, and now I'm back. Of course, this is episode 3 of Publicly Rebuilding, and I'm gonna say it, publicly rebuilding, big fat slay. Everything that I'm moving through at the moment is working so incredibly well, and I can say that with confidence and without the doubt of, do you know, if I say it's going well, something's suddenly gonna go bad. Like I don't believe in that anymore. I am just really happy with how things are going. Today I have officially signed another client of mine, and it really is like me building momentum. And the reason this is so huge for me is I actually sat down on Sunday and I said to myself, right, we're gonna have a 2-week sprint and we're gonna get 2 clients in these 2 weeks. I booked in 2 calls this week, right? And it's from the energy that I'm showing up with, and it's also from the audacity to put myself out there. I'm really happy with how things are going and I'm so proud of me. Like I have never been all in before. Like honestly, I can say I've been all in, but like truth be told, upon reflection, I've never fully been all in. And I actually spoke about this on my Instagram as well, because the Monday that just went was a bank holiday Monday, and I was like, do you know what, I feel like showing up on my stories. I tell my clients to, you know, don't just hide behind photos, like actually show up as you, unapologetically. And I done that, and honestly I feel like it really allows people to connect with you. And I wanted to just share more of my story because my story is big. My story is a huge part of why I'm making this transition, and I thought I'd basically share what going all in used to look like compared to what going all in looks like now. So, but all in for me used to look like just hit and post on a piece of content. I didn't really care about the piece of content. I'll just be like, okay, post. I'd send maybe 5 to 10 generic DMs, not really engaging, and I'm just hoping that people would want to work with me based on what they see. Compared to now, going all in is implementation with speed. I woke up Monday and I'm telling you now, me and my subconscious are like on a vibe, like we're on a level. That intuition and that subconscious is literally allowing me to wake up without an alarm. It's allowing me to go to the gym before work. Like me and my subconscious right now, it's showing me, it's listening to me, and things are moving. Yeah, I woke up Monday and I had this idea to basically make a form that I could send to people that follow me to kind of do some market research for them to spot what's not working in their own business, and then for me to like build content on that. So yeah, I had the idea, made it that day, sent it out that day, DM'd 13 people. No fear of rejection, no fear of what if they ignore me. I know that means nothing about me, so I just sent it anyway. Showing up on stories and not just hiding behind posts. I hugely value connection. If I feel connected to my audience, I like Instagram. If I don't feel connected to my audience, I don't like Instagram. But it's my job to build that connection, to show up as me, to put things up that people can engage with, to like build conversations. And right now I feel like I'm in a good flow with that, right? Tracking my numbers and getting everything done before 5 p.m, right? And then I can spend the evening with my family. Also, we're playing with the idea of my photo shoot not being in the UK, but that one is like still on hold. Like we're just still figuring that one out. I feel like there's more things that I have gone all in with. I've started to trial reels. Like I'm not going to sit and be like I have an amazing strategy, but my account was kind of stuck in terms of engagement and like it was never really going up. It doesn't make a difference to sales, but I was like, is my account really that dead? I'm doing trial reels, right? And this isn't because I have strategy, a mentorship, or like I'm relying on people to tell me what to do. I am trusting myself so much right now. I've never had this much self-trust to make something work, like never ever ever. So yeah, I'm currently in a 2-week sprint. I'm showing up with audacity, I'm showing up with momentum. I'm posting like 2 times a day on Instagram. Again, because in my opinion, in my world right now, because I have so much self-trust and self-belief, there's no rules. Tell me who made the playbook? Who told you to do like this many posts, to do this, to do that? When you show up as authentically you and you can step into your power, that's what attracts. And also, if it doesn't attract, trial and error. Okay, cool, that isn't working. How about I try this, right? I'm not afraid to experiment, to be seen experimenting. And that's what a lot of this whole rebuilding is about. But yeah, had some incredible calls. My clients are crushing it. Fear of rejection, fear of not being professional enough. The inquiry call today was absolutely fantastic in terms of she's built the business and then she's kind of lost it all. So now it's about building the business again without having to work every single hour and without having to think, okay, I'm going to build it, but do I deserve it? And that could lead to self-sabotage and losing it. So incredible call. Cannot wait to be doing breakthroughs with this incredible woman. And then tomorrow I've got another call as well, which is different. It's going to be a corporate woman who wants to go from her job right now that pays really well to want to go into coaching, right? And that's a big jump, scary jump, but actually she knows that's right for her. And in my opinion, why wait and why live a life of unfulfillment when you know that you're meant for more? Let's see what that belief is that's holding you back. Let's dismantle it and let's fly, right? And that's about like the work that I do. Other thing that I want to update you on is, oh my god, if you've ever posted content, like content on especially TikTok, people are so entitled to comment on your stuff. Like, especially men, like they just start conversations in the comments, like just arguing with each other. I basically put up this TikTok and I put it up in Instagram as well, but on Instagram, like I don't really think people put many comments, but on TikTok it's like, oh, as if she's asking about like a solo date and just so much noise. And I was like, yes, great for my engagement. Like I don't mind comments, right? If you're gonna hate on me, drop a comment, like get my engagement up. And 2 people kind of like tried to come for me and I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna get rid of you, take your nasty energy elsewhere. But yeah, it's been a really fun week. I just feel good, right? I feel good, I feel great when someone goes, hey, how are you? And I go, I'm really good. And that's when you know you're doing something right for yourself. Yeah, the publicly rebuilding, it's a slay. I don't really feel like I have much else to update you on. I feel like in my last video I've done a lot of like sit down talking. I was like, that's not fun. I don't have plans to go anywhere this week, I don't think. That's all for now. I feel like now I actually need to go for a walk. You've seen me walk plenty of times. Go for a walk, get my steps in, do some messages, show up on Instagram, like do the daily tasks. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going with the momentum that we have. Loving life, keep smashing it, let's go, momentum's high. I'll see you soon.